Finch-Saunders.
Lewis, and I'd like to thank the Cabinet Secretary for his response on you, Gareth, for raising this question. Just in terms of history, of course, it was the late Wyn Roberts who, but for him, the UK Conservative government, we wouldn't have had the A55 or the tunnels. And my late parents were both with, well, he's been Sir Wyn and Baron Wyn Roberts, but at the time of the opening of these tunnels. So that's something that, quite an historic thing. Anyway, can I just thank the fire and rescue services? They were immense. They didn't know what they were dealing with. A very, very dangerous, unprecedented situation. The crane driver for his quick response when your crane's on fire, and his main priority was getting people out of their cars, out of that tunnel and into safety. Your own highway department, of which I spoke with on Friday, and the local authority. Now, just on the reason I'm speaking now is the fact that the chaos that ensued, and we see this chaos too often, Cabinet Secretary, in Battersea Coed, Aber, Dewigavulchi, Penmaenmawr, the Sutton Pass, the road transport. I've written to the leader of the council, and you'll be getting a copy. So it affected Conway Town, Glan Conway, Clanroos, Battersea Coed, Capel Cerrig, Bethesda. Now, while it's true that in such unprecedented circumstances, this kind of disruption is inevitable, but in reality, and you know I've put FOIs in on this, too often now we are getting this kind of disruption where the A55 is closed due to accidents or for one reason or another. Traffic jams have been compounded by the fact that there were no officers from any authority present to help manage the volume of vehicles. And so when you come to do the debrief on this, I would like a small part in it to just feed back really good intelligence for you. I believe that £9 million was spent on a survey and scoping study for the removal of those two roundabouts on junctions 17 and 18 because of the number of accidents. In fact, a caravan went over one of the roundabouts quite recently, and again, it just caused tremendous gridlock. Your previous older of your portfolio spent the 9 million on the survey but never delivered the goods. Those roundabouts are still there, despite the fact that the survey said they needed removal. Can we work together on this, Cabinet Secretary, and, you know, a strategic contingency plan that must now be put in place for when whatever situation happens, whatever accident takes place, whatever disruption, that we can actually make sure that those outlying villages are not actually affected in the horrendous way. People were arguing, people were trying themselves, getting out of cars and trying to manage traffic, which is not sustainable and it's not safe. So I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to our visit. Thank you.
Well,